interesting times we're having out here, and this is still the live TV show. We still have with us the honorable member representing Njikoka 2 constituency at the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Dr. Pete Ibida, throwing light on youth participation in governance. And of course, he's going beyond Nigeria to talk about what happens in other climes. Now, we have questions from members of the audience, and definitely we'll look at challenges, all the challenges facing Nigerian youths. Now, let's talk about grassroots politics, because I know that for anyone to succeed in politics in Nigeria, the grassroots is, a key place to start from. Now, what's your view about the potentiality or the level of opportunity given to youth at the grassroots level, maybe those who are not able to even access education? Are we including them enough in governance, and at what level?
Thank you so much. Of course, it's not me that will start propounding any theory now or making a law here for inclusion of illiterate youths in politics or in governance. There is a law on that, and there's minimum qualification, which is school certificate at all levels. And with school certificate, and you are between 40 and 35, you are qualified to run for presidency. Okay. And between 30 and 35, you are qualified to run for Senate. And then, of course, 25 to 30, you are qualified for House of Representatives and House of Assembly. So it's very clear. The Constitution is there, and that is where this analysis was put in place recently, last year, before the elections, before the campaigns, to accommodate the agitation for youth participation in politics. And that is why the caption of the law, "You're not too young to run law." Okay? So, but I tell you that notwithstanding, for youths associated, for youths and the grassroots, who is youths? Who is grassroots? Youths are in the grassroots, and I can tell you that youths are grassroots. So, a man at say 70 years, is ordinarily not supposed to beat a youth in the grassroots politics, because that youth is operating in the grassroots level. So that will show you that the system is actually encouraging youth participation. You mean the system in Anambra? Especially the governance of Chief Dr. Woody Obiano. Okay. Chief Dr. Woody Obiano does not hesitate. In fact, he feels more energized when he sees a youth done any small thing that can stimulate the heart. So, and he will quickly grab that person and fix that person in the right space. So there is wide political space for the youths. It is only, the space is only angling for those people that will come and occupy it. Okay, so sir, in what other ways can young people participate in governance? Of course, you are in governance. I mean, you are a lawmaker. Yeah. So, apart from voting during elections, I'm sure that a lot of us voted during the polls. Some people are in politics actively, some hold offices. But beyond that, as someone who has voted, what else can young people do to be part of governance? Beautiful question. First of all, you've got to clean up yourself. You clean up yourself, you don't go into toggery. Then you participate in the electioneering campaigns. And when you are there, of course, you will always be noticed. You mean membership of political parties? Of course. Excuse me. Are you telling me that if you don't belong to a church, you can just walk in there and wait? If you are not a member of any football club, you are not a member of any football club, and there is a season for competition, You walk into the field and start playing. It's not possible.
Yes, absolutely.
So you must associate yourself with any political party.
Okay.
Then from there, you move.
Okay, now we're also talking about some of the challenges that young people face in this journey of politics and governance as it is. You know, sometimes we look at those who are up there, and it's as though you can't even reach them. Because I know that mentorship plays a role in preparing people who will take over. So what
That's
are
right.
people like you? How do I get close to you, close enough to learn from you, per se?
That's a beautiful question.
Thank you, sir.
This I have demonstrated already. I had a lot of admirers in the social media during my campaign. In fact, I wanted to stick out my neck to caution the people campaigning for me and ask them to.
And those are
hand
people you
tools.
didn't even know?
I didn't know them.
Wow.
But at a point, I said, "What? Okay, let me look for them." And now started asking who knows them and all that. And one day, I gathered all of them together in my house, my compound, and they were 47 in number.
Wow.
But I know that the only 3 made themselves known to me initially. From there, and each time I called, they gave me the number of the person that was a person, my admirer in the social media campaigning for me. He said, "Oga, I actually don't know you, but the way people talk about you, that's what attracted me to." I said, "Okay, I want to know you." And when they came, most of them, I now put them on. I made them happy. I kept making them happy, and then encouraging them, and then advising them. And those of them who had not entered higher institution, I encouraged them. It's not everything I will say here, but I made them happy. I encouraged them, because if you ask me in my own mind to judge them subjectively, I say those guys, they were wonderful. Wow. Girls and boys, they were just wonderful, and their objective was simple, that they admire quality, and they wanted to associate with quality, legendary performance. Just like me, I associate with Chief Dr. Willie Obiano for his legendary performance in governance.
Let us conclude with this. We know that the Revolution Now protest and more protests is going on in some parts of the country. The presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, in the 2019 election, Omoyele Sowore, made a call for revolution in Nigeria under the Revolution Now movement. And recall that from the young age of 20, he was a student unionist at the University of Lagos. He led several protests requesting good governance in Nigeria. And following his recent call for revolution now, he was arrested by the Department of State Services 2 days before the scheduled protest. That's even before. And the security office revealed that he was arrested for threatening public peace, peaceful coexistence and social harmony in the country. But we know that a lot of young people have come out to protest for his release. The protesters, on the day that Revolution Now was to take place, they came out and they were met by combat-ready security operatives, and some people were shot. That's according to reports. Now, what's your take on this? We know that a lot of people who are part of this Revolution Now movement are predominantly young Nigerians. Are you for them?
My first ab initio, I suppose I said I'm a protagonist of youth's full participation in governance, in politics, not just in governance. But there must be sanity, application of sanity in all this. You don't take laws into your hands. I'm not indicting him that he took laws into his hands, because I do not have the full history of what happened. But I tell you that there is rule of law, that you must abide by the rule of law and avoid an infringement on the law. If you want to do demonstration, there are steps you take to do peaceful demonstration.
Finally, someone wants to know, Odenze Oluchukwu says, what's your advice for young people? Possibly somebody is waiting for the next dispensation to contest, maybe against you.
That is good. Somebody must contest against me, of course.
What's your advice?
If I want to contest again, yes. But if assuming I want to contest again, it's not in my mind yet at all. But assuming I want to contest, and some people, I'm not against anybody coming to contest an election, more so against me. What I'm against is the approach to it. If you start with propaganda, if you start with blackmails, if you start by throwing missiles, that is where you get it wrong. Excuse me. And I frown at it. I will not throw back, though, but I will frown at it. And I will tell people to please discourage you from throwing missiles. That is not a mature approach to a campaign.
So what are the qualities that young people should have as they venture into politics as we close?
Beautiful. Number one, it is important for you to acquire education. Acquire clean education. Number two, you must try as much as possible to stay away from crime. No gangsterism, no cultism, and all that. Stay away from all those people because they know you. The society, they know you. You may think you are hiding, that you hid from them. And you come and pass maga, you gyrate, you do whatever. They know. They keep quiet, watching you. And when it comes to casting the votes, they vote you out. Because so it's important that you're a responsible young man, that you have a target, you have a good, clear mission. You must set your goals clear. And then you will see people coming to donate money for you. So it's not by going to make noise, by being very hypocritical and all that, that will make your voice to be heard. It's not.
And we also know what happened to Senator Abo in Abuja at the sex shop and those issues.
He should be the youngest senator,
yes.
They say. But you know what happened about him?
Okay.
That youthful exuberance should be pushed behind. Throw it away, in fact. That exuberance, it shouldn't be there at all. All the rags that clothe you with that exuberance, pack them, throw them away, and come out a mature young guy.
Let's give it up for every young person who's making us proud in politics and governance across Nigeria and in Anambra State. We can do better! Wow! Thank you so much. The Honorable Member representing Njiko Okachu at the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Dr. Pete Ibida, for joining us on the Light TV show. The Light TV show returns same time, same dial, same station next week. I am Ifi Aronu Okafor, and on behalf of the members of the constituency right here, we're saying bye, and of course keep watching the Light TV show.